I am Dr. Chinna Dua, a medical doctor residing in Delhi. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Dr. Chinna Dua. From May 1st this year, I have been posting a lot of my cookery videos, but generally in Hindi. Today I decided that I will switch to English because I realized that there are a whole lot of Indian recipes which are in Hindi but not so many in English. Today what I am going to make is something which is very famous in this part of Delhi where I reside, which is in Old Delhi, and it is in fact very often made on Sundays in the homes of people, and it's served with puris or with bedmi. Of course it can be had with chapati as well, and it is called pethe ki sabzi or sitafal ki sabzi. Petha is pumpkin. It's known by different names in various languages, like kumro in Bengali, and I think even kumra in Bihari, then pushnika in Tamil, then kaddu, and then there is bhopla in Maharashtra. And it's a very tasty sabzi, very easy to make. It is sweet and sour, khatta meetha as we call it. So let us head to the kitchen and I'll show you how to make it. This is petha or pumpkin. I have taken the green variety. You can see on the weighing scale that it is nearly 1 kg, 960 grams. Here is an overview of the other ingredients. This is turmeric powder, half teaspoon, haldi. In Old Delhi, there is a very famous brand called Kedara. So this is a puri aloo masala by Kedara, 1.5 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon of panch fodan. Panch fodan consists of 5 things in equal measures. That is mustard seeds, then there is cumin seeds and aniseed or saunf, and there is methi or fenugreek and nigella or kalonji. 1/4 teaspoon of hing or asafoetida because we like it a little more. This is 1 dry red chili or sukhi sabut mirch. This is 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter. This is half teaspoon of degi mirch powder or Kashmiri mirch powder. This is more for color than flavor. This is pink salt, not kala namak, regular salt, but we use Himalayan puro pink salt. This is a cube of tamarind extract. A cube is about 1 tablespoon. I boil tamarind in hot water and then strain it out and store the extract in the form of cubes in the freezer. Here is 1 teaspoon of grated ginger. I also like to add 1 green chili. Apart from all this, I will need some water. I'll show you how much water I'll add. Here I have taken 1 tablespoon of powdered jaggery or shakkar as it is called, and this is optional, but traditionally this vegetable is a sweet and sour vegetable. So for this adding jaggery will definitely lend a great flavor to it and great taste to it. So I would definitely advise that you should add it. If you are going to use the green variety, you will need a little more as opposed to the yellow one, which is little sweet. Here you can see the light colored one is the refined oil, the other darker one is mustard oil. I like to make it in mustard oil. You may use any oil that you like, and if you make it in ghee or clarified butter, it tastes even better. This is my tadka pan for tempering because I am going to add some tempering in the end. So we begin with cutting the pumpkin. This pumpkin, as you can see, the peel is green. So I will retain it because the peel is thin. If it is the yellow variety, the peel is thick, and in that case we will have to remove it. So first I am splitting it in the middle, and you can see the seeds. So I am going to remove this particular part. Okay, you can always use these seeds after drying them, just like we use pumpkin seeds which you get in the market. So you can just put it in water and extract the seeds and then dry them and use them like you would use store bought pumpkin seeds. So here you can see I have removed the central part of the entire pumpkin. Next step, I am going to cut it into small pieces. So this is how I have cut the entire pumpkin into small pieces. Needless to say, I had already washed the entire pumpkin. Okay, let me now light the gas. In my home, I like to make it with mustard oil as everybody loves that taste. So I have taken 15 ml or 1 tablespoon, and now I am adding another tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons of mustard oil or sarson ka tel. Mustard oil is usually heated to a smoking point in order to reduce its pungency. Some people add a pinch of salt to reduce the pungency. The oil is hot, and now I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of hing or asafoetida. Stir it. Now I am adding 1 teaspoon of panch fodan. The oil is hot and the mustard seeds are crackling, so I have added the dry red chili. Don't forget to stir. Now add the turmeric powder. Keep stirring it. Now I am adding the puri aloo masala. You can also get it as methi chutney masala of other brands. You can probably source it online also. I am adding the ginger now. Stir it. Next I will add the chopped pumpkin. Mix it well with the spices. Let it cook on high flame for a couple of minutes and keep stirring it. Now I am adding 1/4 cup of water. I find it is inadequate, so I am going to add another 1/4 cup of water. So total of half cup of water, and mix it well. I had reduced the heat before adding the water, so now I have increased it. As soon as the water comes to boil, then I'll reduce it again. Now I am covering it with a lid and lowering the heat. After 10 minutes I removed the lid to check how much water is left. There wasn't much, and hence the vegetable could run the risk of getting burnt. So I decided to add more water. This is 1/4 cup of water, so total of 3/4 cup of water so far. Mix it well. It is about 20 minutes from the time that we covered it with a lid initially. So now I just checked it again, and I found that it has become a little soft, so I'm just mashing it with the ladle. To make it a little softer, I covered it for another 10 minutes. Now I've removed the lid. Now I'm mashing it with a potato masher. Mash it very well. It depends on the kind of consistency you want. If you want it very fine, mash it very well. Otherwise, you can leave it, medium consistency. To hasten the process of cooking, what you could do is saute the chopped vegetable in a pressure cooker, add a little bit of water and pressure cook it. Once it is tender, mash it up well, and like I did that in the beginning, I added the oil and the masalas. So after all that process is over, then add the mashed vegetable to it. So rest of the process remains the same. But remember, you will have to dry out the water. Don't add too much of water in the pressure cooker, because the vegetable will also release some water of its own. So the vegetable has now reached the consistency that I want, and so I am going to add the salt now. The salt is not added initially because you must have seen the volume of the chopped vegetables is really large. So if you add salt according to that, it will be very, very large amount, whereas you've seen how much the volume has reduced now. So now is the stage when you add the salt. This is 1 teaspoon or 5 ml. So I'm adding 1 teaspoon of salt. It's obviously not enough, so I'm going to add a little more. So this is about 2 teaspoon and a little more, about say 2.5 teaspoon, but you have to add salt as per your taste. Next I'm going to add the tamarind extract, which is about 1 tablespoon, and I'm also going to add the jaggery powder, which is again 1 tablespoon. If I find it less after tasting, I'll add some more. I mixed it and tasted it and found it a little less sweet, so I'm going to add 1 more tablespoon of jaggery powder. Mix it up all really well. Now I'm going to add the green chili. You can make a slit in it and also put it. Now I will remove the pan from the burner. Now I'm going to prepare the tempering. So I place the tadka pan on the gas. I lit the gas. Now I'm adding the ghee or clarified butter. As soon as it melts, immediately add the Kashmiri chili powder or the degi mirch powder, and as soon as that comes to a boil, just switch off the gas. Add the tempering to the vegetable in the bowl. Our dish is ready and it looks so beautiful and appetizing. So friends, you saw how easy it was to make this pethe ki sabzi. Do try to make it, and I can assure you it's a very tasty sabzi and you will make it again and again. Please don't forget, whenever you make anything, make it with love and serve it with love. If you like this recipe, please do click on the like button, share my recipe with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel so far, please do subscribe. I am from Tamil Nadu, and in Tamil, Chinna means small or choti. I am the youngest in my family, and that is why I am called Chinna. So there is a small bell icon which you see next to subscribe. So please do click on the bell icon so that you get a notification for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a super day.